You know, as we career towards Christmas time, I often think about things, the traditions that we all have, you know. And I told you recently over here in the United Kingdom, many people are appalled by the fact that, oh, yes, we have these Christmas lights, but they're not really Christmas lights at all, you know. They're just really just strings of white lights that are put up there. And this is simply because, when you think about it, most of the councils over here, most of the mayors, you'd be amazed at how many are non-Christian, mainly Muslim. So of course they don't want to celebrate that particular Christian calendar, right? They hold the money and they decide where the money's going to go. And of course you've then got the PC brigade that don't want to offend anybody by putting up the words Merry Christmas or indeed Happy Christmas. You see how this goes. But many years ago, of course, this was a different country. And this is what I find fascinating about when you look into royal traditions. And more importantly, just traditions that have stayed with us for many years. We all have them, don't we? I don't know about you, I think I mentioned this before, but for many years, and I still have it, I've still got the same Christmas bag that all of my presents used to come in, brought up to me, of course, by my wonderful mum and dad, and they would put it at the bottom of the bed. No idea that I'd heard them coming in, you know what it's like, chums. And of course, it was just the memories, you know, what's in the bag, what was full. It's very emotional when you look at those sort of things. Christmas, though, has so many things attached to it. And as ever, we have to look to the Victorians for creating the Christmas that we know today. As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me in a wet and windy again London. I hope you're keeping well, whatever you're doing. I know I've said this, but if you're ready for Christmas, you're a better person than me. Christmas, though, is a lovely, lovely time. I do find it warm and, you know, whatever, the weather's bad and everything, but we all have that to look forward to. And it's an important statement, isn't it, in the Christian calendar. But also, I think it makes people reflect, think, look around. You know, how do you feel? All of that sort of stuff. You know, are you looking after people? Are you looking out for people? Are we taking time out to look out for people that can't look after themselves, maybe on their own? It's just a wave, a call, a phone call even. It's all of that, isn't it? You know what I mean? That's what it should be about. But the bigger traditions, as I often say, fascinate me, like, of course, the Christmas pudding. And when I spoke the other day about royal servants and servants in general, a lot of you said, oh no, but you know, servants worked really hard. Oh yes, I know they did, but think about the alternative, the workhouse, the Victorian workhouse. But we have France, a Parisian, to thank for one of our biggest traditions on the Christmas table. You know, yes, it's what makes us all go crackers. I'm talking about Christmas crackers, of course, chums. And they were first put together by a brilliant man called Tom Smith. And this was in the 1840s. And basically, he'd just seen an idea of baubles being wrapped in nice paper and bows and, you know, thought this looks elegant and eloquent, so why not do something with it? And over a period of time, this really developed into what we, you know, the Christmas cracker that we know today. Now, be honest, has anybody had a go at making a Christmas cracker like they used to do on Blue Peter? Remember, the old toilet roll holder and then the thing, I mean, it's genius. Nothing wrong with it. Can you do it? Absolutely. It's not bad, you see. But as ever, it really was down to the Victorians that made us realise how Christmas crackers could be a lot of fun. And at first they didn't have, you know, the bang thing in. I don't know what you call that thing. A little firecracker thing, isn't it? That makes the explosion, the smell. And they didn't have jokes in. They literally just had trinkets in and notes. Jokes came a little bit later. But it was a portrait of none other than the then Prince of Wales, Queen Victoria's son, Bertie, with a paper hat on, holding a Christmas cracker. That set everybody up. What's that? It's almost like influencers, you know, Instagram, that sort of stuff. Suddenly people were interested. And so consequently, that's really how they were born. Now, it went a stage further because, of course, very quickly, Queen Victoria liked the idea. But she also quite liked the risque jokes that the Tom Smith Company put inside the crackers. And you see, I told you, the story about We're Not Amused, there's always other stories. And apparently this was how it was developed. Now, in a twist of the tail, very quickly, they got the royal warrant. This is, of course, the warrant that makes sure that they can continue with that patent on their branding. That still stands today. And according to an excellent source, the Tom Smith Company that make excellent crackers, if you can afford it, genuinely, but they make excellent crackers. Well, Queen Elizabeth, our late and brilliant monarch, She loved the jokes in there, and they made special jokes. I have to hold back on this. Special jokes just for the royal cracker box. Maybe a little bit more risque than we would know. And apparently the Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mum, loved them as well. So as ever, and I know it sounds like a broken record to many, but we have Queen Victoria to thank for a lot, and in particular, how we see Christmas. And soon I'll explore exactly how she encouraged her good friend, the person that she admired but waited so long to meet, Charles Dickens, to create the Christmas imagery that we know today. As ever, until next time, Neil Sean in the very heart of London.